All right. Howdy. My schedule's all sorts of screwed up, so I don't know what's going on anymore. Um, 2 nights. I didn't have anything planned because I had gotten some scheduling stuff mixed up, so I said yesterday that I was gonna probably not be doing anything today. I lied. Not directly though, because I totally thought that what we were gonna do today, what we're gonna do tomorrow is today. So I had my date swapped, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, Mike. So instead, since I had nothing planned and I didn't want to just do Monster Hunter 2 days in a row, because I know I like to have variety, I decided we're going to do something new. I Let's just hope the capture card is set up right, because I've been having this console is like the bane of my existence sometimes. Um, Man, off to a great start. I actually don't have a new memory card or controller for this, so we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to have to buy a new one. That intro is so dope. All right. This memory card might actually not work. All right. I like the opening too. It's pretty cool. Let me see if I have one of my other memory cards real fast, and if not, we're just gonna have to, like we did with other things, just go without saving. Well, the thing with that Mike is he's not throwing him across the room. He's throwing him into the portal, as far as I'm aware. Considering the portal thing doesn't make sense though in this version because this version doesn't have the boss fight, because you're supposed to he gets sent to the underworld and then you see him gain powers or whatever at the in Dark Legacy. Since this game cuts out that boss fight, it doesn't make sense anymore. I can't find my other memory card, so I might actually also have to buy a memory card. But honestly, that's not even really a problem. I don't plan on saving anything as far, because like if I plan to actually play this game, it's going to be a version on like the Xbox or something, because this version does not age well. Yeah, well, the character model's hard to keep track of in general, so that's fair. Difficulty. We'll just go on normal. Oh, cool. Never mind. It fixed it. Weird. So I guess we can. I guess we can save. So one of my favorite things about this game is how each color has their own little version of the character. Because this version doesn't have auto aim. Yeah, this version does not have auto aim. Oh, that's right. They also have different names. Archer had AON. Cyrus is the wizard. Freya is the Valkyrie. Go figure. Korik is the warrior. I forgot about that. Alright, so we're gonna... Bunch of chat names, yeah. Scorn has sealed my gateways. With his evil magic, it trapped my powers inside of magical obelisks hidden in each world, freeing my power from these obelisks so that I can open the other worlds for you. With my last spell, I opened the Mountain Kingdom. Scorn's forces, yada yada yada. Scorn's forces have hollowed out the ancient volcano, Iserbius, and hidden one of the 4 shards there. Find a way into the volcano's core and recover the first of the 4 shards you'll need. God, I forgot that they also just don't explain anything. Like, the whole thing about going and getting the shards, the intro doesn't even talk about that. God, I forgot this is how slow you walk at first. Oh, that might be the controller. Okay, hold on. We're gonna finish this stage and then I'm gonna do something. Okay, no, that's my controller stick. There's a dead space, it looks like. I never understood what the compass was for. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. The tip thing is really jarring. I will test that theory because now I'm curious if you're right. One thing that I actually like about this game, and it's not something we're probably not gonna see it tonight. Levels just like evolve over time. Like if once you're a higher level, there's a chest here, and there's like more gold down there, and there's a generator right behind me usually. Like this game evolves with you, and I think there's a potion here if like right here if you are high enough level. I remember all these like weird little things. Um, so the player count is a factor. Like if you start the game with 4 players, it's like that by default. But if you're a high enough level, it also just will the level also dictates it because like you can come back to these levels later and see the changes. Red switches are off, green are on. Switching arrows. Yeah, it's one of those weird oddities that I just happen to remember, honestly. But I also played this game a lot. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah. Yeah, so Archer... Yeah, say Archer's a good example of... I got the obelisk, yes. Archer is an interesting case of this character has each character has a stat that they specialize in. The warrior is strength, the Valkyrie is defense, the wizard is magic, and the archer is agility. So while she's weak physically, she makes up for it in what is it? She makes up for it in speed. God, I love this screen. Okay. Wow, this memory card is actually fucked. Hey, Z. Alright, so because this game's old and janky, I have to turn off the console to switch controllers. So let me go ahead and grab a controller that actually works. Like, I'm going to take a... I don't like the way... My control stick is broken. I will probably show Mike after stream just how bad it is. But yeah, let me go ahead and switch it over, and then we'll continue on with the next world. Yeah, no, we actually had an arc. We had... So, funny enough, Three Margaritas actually used to have... Not Three Margaritas. Casa Bonita. Wow, wrong restaurant. Casa Bonita actually used to have an arcade. When it might still. I haven't been there since it closed down the first time. And this was... Gauntlet Legends was one of them. And we used to play this game a lot, like, when we would go there. Like, this game comes up a lot in my family. Alright, let me continue getting this set up. Push in. All of my controllers are old and dusty. What do you mean there's No controller pack detected. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys probably heard that. I'm gonna go clean this real fast. Yeah, that's actually accurate, Z. That's pretty much what it was. Oh, that's lame. Mike, I like the old arcade stuff. Alright, if this doesn't work, I'm just going to assume that this memory card is dead, and we'll just play through without saving as much as we can. Okay, so yeah, it didn't save. Because I had to clean out the memory card. It did. Oh, didn't see that. We have to restart, but not a big deal. I'm gonna keep with her though because this is the character I like to use the most. That's disheartening. I'll have to buy a new one with my next paycheck. I'm not even bummed out about the fact it doesn't work. It's just annoying because it's just like I wish these things didn't like age wearing things down sucks.
Yeah, it does. Hello.
Oh hi.
I am here now.
Well, welcome in. Was not expecting it. I knew your code, but I wasn't expecting it.
Never. What is it?
Never you never expect the Spanish Inquisition or something like that. Nobody suspects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, nobody expects a Scar in Inquisition.
Oh my god. You're not even Spanish.
I'm not, no. It's Scottish, German.
I didn't know that. We make an interesting pair at that point.
Yeah, we do.
I'm pretty sure our ancestors were probably rivals.
Oh, yes and no. We traced our family's bloodline back to Robert de Bruce, which was the first king of Scotland, and Olaf the Black, who was the king of Norway.
Oh, that's interesting. Both Mike and Z say hello.
Hello, you two.
Yeah, so if you want to see what's happening, the link is in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream. It's a freaking blast from the past, 100%. I
Right.
remember playing this game.
It's funny that all, like, except for Shadow, I'm pretty sure this entire friend group has at least some awareness of this game.
Yeah, I think I always played as the red barbarian dude.
I'm actually surprised you didn't. Surprised not green, but of course you go for the barbarian, warrior. I guess is what it's called in this game.
Yeah, they call him a warrior, but he's 100% a barbarian because he uses an axe. He's shirtless. It was either that or the wizard. I don't remember, but I remember both of those.
Teenage Scar not wanting to play as women. I don't know where I was going with that.
No, it's not that I didn't want to play as women. I just like those better.
Fair. That apple always looks like a tomato, and it has started fights in this house.
I'll be honest, I always thought it was a tomato.
Yeah, for me with this game, it's always like wizard or archer. Wizard shouldn't surprise anybody.
Oh yeah, obvious. I think my older brother was more into archers because we watched Lord of the Rings like religiously at my house. So his favorite character was always Legolas, and my favorite character was always Gimli.
Nice.
So he tended to play the archers and stuff, and I would always do like the warrior and dwarf.
Where is he? Mike's asking a question that I don't understand.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Mike. I am very dangerous over short distances. It is a line in Lord of the Rings that I don't remember what movie it was in, but the party was all talking, and it was something about running. And Gimli goes, "You know, we dwarves are natural sprinters, very dangerous over short distances."
Oh. I'm already level 4, what the hell? This game is a lot more forgiving than I give it credit for.
Yeah, it's more meant. Well, it's meant to be played with like a bunch of people. So I guess with all
True.
just you're getting all the experience and everything.
Another one. Ah, fuck, I forgot about you little bastard.
Yeah, that's it, Mike. Oh, hey, Dad.
Yeah, that motherfucker just came out of nowhere. Well, like, not out of nowhere. I knew he was in that. I forgot he was in that box. And so when I used my ultimate, it was... Oh, I forgot that the characters actually talked when they picked up food.
Yeah. Speaking of, the game is really, really quiet on stream.
Well, because the intro movie was fucking loud. I could turn it up a little bit.
Really? That's weird.
No, dude, the intro movie's fucking loud. I wish I understood what some of these items ever did. I was never keen on figuring that part out. Another one! Oh god, I just remembered. We're probably not going to get to it tonight, but there is a boss in this game that I absolutely despise. That was a waste of the key. Growth makes it easier to fight the golems. You know, that makes sense. God, I forgot about the golems. Oh, fuck, speak of the devil. When I was a kid, I had never... I know I mentioned not really learning what the items do. I also always sold the items because I just wanted gold to make my stats better, or always to have like max potions and keys.
Yeah. I think they don't do a really good job of explaining what things do in this game.
Yeah, so without experimentation, a lot of items just got sold.
When we played it, we were friggin' kids, so we didn't know what.
Exactly, and some of these levels are not straightforward. Like, early on, it's like, okay, here's what you do, it's kind of easy. Later levels are a trip, man, especially in the mountains. Mike says from the wiki, the growth is supposed to make it easier to fight the golems. How do you... Not yet, I guess.
It's one thing I appreciate more as an adult, is I appreciate how old games were. I wish I could go back and just play them off for the first time again.
Same.
Because I didn't appreciate them as a kid. Like, the one I really want to go back and play is Lost Odyssey, because it looked really, really cool when I was younger, but I just... in my young brain, I couldn't comprehend how to, like, play the game properly.
That's fair.
That, and of course, World of Warcraft freaking killed me in games for, like, years.
World of Warcraft also has too many tutorials from what I've heard. Okay, so Mike explained that growth just makes you bigger and stronger, but you're harder. You're basically a bigger target that hits harder. But it basically makes the one attack that people find annoying about the golems doesn't do anything with it.
Limited levitation.
Fun fact, levitation. I don't know what it does. I am convinced that on the N64 version, it doesn't work. I know in Gauntlet Dark Legacy it works. I don't think it works in the 64 version.
Yeah, it might just be a coding bug or something.
Maybe. The Nintendo 64 is a system. You recovered one of the 13 runes. Oh, that's right, there's 13 in this game. I think it's like 15 in Dark Legacy. Well, since we're back in the tower, back in front of him, he does a lot of cool things. He does, like, hints about enemies, the world, and the runes. What does he say here? You must destroy the dragon. Oh, he just straight up tells you who the boss is. Never mind.
Oh, wow.
So now from here... I always thought that this strength icon was a shrimp with eyes.
I'll have to see where it is.
When it catches up, just look at it. Don't laugh at me. I know now that it's a flexing arm, but for the longest time I thought it was a shrimp with a smile and eyes.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
I'm just not proving that I was not a smart kid.
I mean, I wasn't either, so.
So first, I'm just gonna put all that in strength. The wizard is wrong fights on it. Well, to be fair, Z, 2 of the 4 bosses are like some form of dragon. I'm counting the Chimera as a dragon, even though I don't think it has any dragon pieces on it, to be fair.
You are now entering the cliffs of desolation.
It is a dragon in all but appearance.
Oh yeah, that's right, Uematsu was on Lost Odyssey, because the creators wanted to try something. Oh, those are scorpions. The 3rd obelisk in the mountain realm was on the High Rune. Okay. If you use potions on I wanted to say unholy food, it'll make it better, but no, it's like poison food. Why did I sell my items? I could have used them here.
I wonder if Lost Odyssey is on Xbox.
It is. It was only. I don't think it released on anything but Xbox.
Well, I mean, like, if I can go into the store and get it.
You probably can. If not, it's probably on Game Pass. I'd have to imagine.
I have to go look. I'm interested.
2 of those sound right, Mike, but I'm pretty sure one of them is a snake. Yeah, so Mike says that Lost Odyssey was oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Lost Odyssey was exclusively 360, so you actually may be able to find it because 360 even makes your chances better.
Yeah, that'd be so fun for me to play while you next time you come visit.
I like Lost Odyssey, so I think it'd be fun to watch you go through it.
See how bad I am at doing party games like that.
Was Lost Odyssey a party game?
It was turn-based.
Oh. Oh, that's what you mean by party. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Not like combat single person, but RPG style. Speaking of that, I still need to go finish out Final Fantasy 16. Skip over it.
Yeah. Oh,
it's Gargoyle.
Bird. The bird gargoyle from Dark Legacy. I'm trying to remember what that is. It's been so long since I played Dark Legacy. I know that there's the Dragon Chimera, the Slime, or I guess it's called the Plague Fiend in this game. The Yeti, the Genie, the Spider, the Wraith. I'm missing one.
I barely remember this game, so this is all gonna be.
I also highly doubt you. I highly doubt you played
that.
I highly doubt you remember the. Or did you play the one with the extra content, or did you only play the one with the 4 worlds? Because there's.
That has been too long ago, and I cannot answer that question.
It was worth a shot. Because yeah, there's 2 versions of the game. There's regular and Dark Legacy, which Dark Legacy is the complete edition, which has the extra 4 the extra 8 characters and the extra 4 worlds, and the extra boss fight that is missing from this game. Because there is a boss fight missing that actually leaves the story incomplete.
I don't even know if we ever beat the story, I'll be honest.
It's fair. This game is difficult. This game is actually difficult to beat. And it's like me, Drax, and that a long time to do it. It bothers me that the I understand why the N64 got an inferior version, because it's not a strong console, but like just the fact that you're missing a plot crucial boss fight is really upsetting. Because like the game cuts off halfway through pretty much. And I know this is it's stupid to get upset over a freaking what is it? A very simplistic game like this, but it's like, come on.
Yeah, They had the console limitations back in the day to try to work with.
The N60, man, I'm glad Nintendo learned quick because they were really adamant about sticking with the with cartridges and stuff, and I'm glad that the N64, for as good as it is, didn't do well performance-wise.
Yeah, they did definitely learn, and all their consoles since then have been pretty bangers.
Yeah.
Even the GameCube. GameCube is like one of the best-selling consoles, I think, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, no, actually, I think it underperformed. But it was still like
Really?
It's a loved one. Yeah. Mike said that they changed the ending completely, which means I'm probably misremembering. Also, then there's also the Wii U, which nobody likes the Wii U.
Wii U was just another gimmick.
Honestly.
It was just a Wii, but you had this stupid little tablet too.
And then they kept that with the Switch, just making it a 2-for-1 type of deal.
Well, see, with the Switch, it's meant for being played on the go, so that makes sense, but
yeah, no, the Wii U is not. Oh shit, that's a bomber.
Wii U was just not designed with that optimization.
I believe in you.
Playing on the go.
Oh yeah, by the way, you also need to catch up in Monster Hunter. I'm rank 14 now.
Yeah, I know. I saw that earlier, and I'm like, whoa, I just barely got to rank 3.
Yeah, what? So you beat the game at like I think it was 6 or 7, maybe 8, and then after that it levels up based off of performance in battles. So it's not entirely a thing of like you need to like hurry up because like you will level up fast after the fact, but it's just funny how I am now leagues ahead of our group.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, I wonder what level Kevin is. Oh, he's level 14.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm doing in these 2 days off.
Yep. It's just like I got really invested because like I finished the story on stream last night. I also wasn't expecting it to be the ending, but Mike got to witness the final fight, which I'm actually kind of glad.
I know that.
I'm glad you and Mars were not there for that, honestly, because I want you guys to experience it.
I mean, I could have watched it, but I'm like, no, he's playing Monster Hunter, and I don't want to get spoiled on it, so I will just have to sit out.
Yeah, like that was a thought I had while I was going through. I was just like, people I want to be here can't watch it because they're going to be spoiled.
Yeah, like I was curious, but I'm like, no, I want to experience this for myself.
Yeah, no, it's worth just doing it on your own, anyways.
I haven't had any issues so far.
It's a pretty easy game. Like I said, there was literally only one monster that pissed me off.
Yeah, I'm curious as to how I'll fare whenever I get to it. It's like the hardest one I've fought so far was probably the Alpha Dojagama, but that's only because he kept freaking running all over the goddamn place. It was in the dunes, so the ground is uneven, and it's throwing off everything because I'm trying to line up attacks, but he's like 3 feet lower than I am, and with the greatsword, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like I only used like 3 health potions, but it just took a while because I couldn't line up attacks.
The younger, yeah, some of the monsters that they have in this game are weird. Also, yeah, that's why I'm actually glad I was a bowgun for a brief period, because like some of the early monsters are hell. So I can now switch characters because I unlocked the secret Minotaur. We're not going to use him though because I don't want to. Oh shit! Because I got the freaking coins, it ruined the cutscene. But basically, we have a new level unlocked, which let's go to it. We'll do the first one at least, and then go back to the mountain.
are now entering the castle courtyard.
Yeah, no, see, there was one monster, and I actually spoiled this one for Scar when it showed up. I was like, there was one monster that caught me by surprise. Literally the only spoiler you knew because you wanted to know. I think that's I'm a level 10 scout.
Those names mean nothing to me because I haven't seen them.
Exactly.
It's like Gyan Garuga and Give her so Give Zeros. I can't pronounce that name.
Well, I'm just talking about how I straight up told you what monster was returning as well. Like,
yeah, Rathalos.
I think that was the one. It was one of the Ra.
Pretty sure you said Rathalos. You're like, oh yeah, they have a new Rathalos type in this game. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense because Rathalos is like one of the keynote Monster Hunter monsters.
Oh yeah, like they've been, and ever since introduction, they've been in everything.
That and the crossover event with 14.
Yeah.
Once we get back, we gotta take you through that because that's fun.
We do. I've had it unlocked and I haven't done it yet. Funny enough, Square said they want to do another Monster Hunter collaboration, so we'll see what comes with either Seekers of Truth or another patch.
I read that, and the rumor is they want to put Bahamut in Monster Hunter.
I'd be cool with that, depending on which one.
I think they said the one from 16.
That's fine, I guess.
I'm like, how the hell is that gonna work? Because
God,
16.
if it's not Dion, I'm gonna cry.
That's what I was thinking. Like, are they gonna chuck Dion into Monster Hunter World and like we beat Bahamut and then we figure out, oh, that wasn't a monster, it's a man?
A very hot man at that.
Freaking twink.
Literally one of the few times I'm like, okay, I like this twink.
Like this twink, and he's gay.
That too, like, the fact that he's gay alone is, like, good enough reason. Bring the Bahamut at Kaz Flare. Did a Bahamut... I'm not gonna finish my question because I just remember... I gotta stop forgetting about that game. As much as I didn't enjoy it, I need to stop forgetting that game exists.
What, 16?
Yeah.
I think Bahamut in 16 did cast it up there, didn't it?
It did. Which is why I stopped myself. I was just like, wait a minute. I just wish 16 was a different game. Scar in the Secret Garden server. I need you to send a picture. I need you to tag Z and send a picture of what Dion looks like.
In that,
or any server you can get in touch. Any server you can tag Z, but I also want to see his response.
let me find a good picture, Dion.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. For how long this game's been out, there's not like a lot of good art for anybody that's not Clive and Jill. And Sid, but Sid is, yes.
Yeah, that was. I'll just see.
Wasn't there a few in XIV that cast Zeta Flare? Bahamut doesn't cast Zeta Flare. Bahamut destroys the world in 14. Like, that's the story behind the original 1.0 run. What's her name? The dumb bitch that works for the Garleans. She was just like, I'm gonna do a bad, and summons Bahamut. Nail von Darnus, that's her name. I like how Z is just like, it keeps missing the name. Let me know what he says when he when you send it.
I sent it.
Cool. I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm actually kind of surprised. We already had like 9 different views, and it hasn't even been an hour.
You said mega gay.
Mega gay?
Yes.
Oh my god. That's accurate, I guess.
I can DM you the picture.
I mean, if it's from the game, I can probably imagine. I can probably figure out which one it is. Mike just sent me the ending of what reminded me what the ending of this game was, and yeah, it's actually a little darker than Dark Legacies. But then again, I'd argue I don't know what's worse, speeding up the guy that's causing all the problems or just banishing him. But that's a moral question for me. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I can't re-say that on stream.
Okay, so I need you to screenshot what Z said and send it to me. I need to know what is being said that literally just got you to say nope.
I'll DM it to you.
Oh lord. Is he being horny?
Yes?
The hesitation is making this better.
Don't know if horny or making it funny.
Both are very possible.
Yeah, I did hit DM'd it to you.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Die already. Die
Well, you're not
monster.
dying.
Die monster. Okay, let's see.
Looks like a freaking... Oh, I thought it was a tree person, but now it looks like a stone person.
Yep, I can't read that. Z.
I mean, you're not wrong, but...
you're not wrong, but oh my god. Oh, that's dirty. Kevin's about to... Yeah, every time I say like die monster, I immediately go to fucking Richter Belmont for some reason. Die monster, you don't belong in this world. I can't sound as nasally or annoying as Richter though.
He also said not horny, so yeah, he was just making up horny.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask because I don't know. I don't actually know if Dion is Z's type or not. Dion sure is my type. Dion sure is my type.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I would hang out with him.
He and Sid are like the two hot men, but they're on opposite scales. One's daddy, one's a twink. How do you have no response for that?
I'm sorry, what was it?
I don't know if I should repeat that. I said something that I don't think anybody would expect me to say, but I don't know. I'm losing my mind. You can ignore me.
I was shooting somebody a message, and then I came back to one's Thaddy, one's a twink.
No,
I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, no, you heard.
Whatever it was, I'll just not agree with it.
Good idea. That's literally the best way to approach things with me.
Alright, I can't fault you for that. Aragorn is pretty good looking thing.
Aragorn, yeah, Aragorn's a good choice. Say it again. uh, I, I'm never gonna live down calling a character daddy for once.
Oh.
But you take one long look at Sid and tell me I'm wrong.
Friggin' Sid from Final Fantasy 16 is also insanely good looking. Z would love Sid from Final Fantasy 16 if Aragorn is his type.
Now we're entering parts of the game that I don't like. I like the first few levels of each world, but then the farther you get into the world, the more, like, I don't want to say bad they get, but the more tedious they become. Like, this level in particular is, like, a level that I know both me and my brothers agree on that just isn't a fun level. But now with some upgraded stats, I should be good, because I have leveled up my defense and strength a bit.
Yeah. Remember the game getting harder as you went on. That's probably why we never finished it, because we just couldn't handle it.
I was debating putting on an expert, but Mike said it was a nightmare to do so.
Yeah, I believe him, because old games and difficulty are not like today's games and difficulty.
Yeah, like, I took his word for it, because I might try expert at some point, because I only recently found out that these games have a difficulty selection, because, like, they're hidden away, so you wouldn't even know there's a default difficulty. I might actually, because I want to relive the games, I might actually just sit Albus down and we might just do this together.
That'd be fun for you two. Oh.
I also just know because he enjoys these types of games a lot. Like, this is his favorite type of game.
Sort of like just top-down adventure kind of games.
Yeah, he likes adventure, beat 'em up type games. Which is like,
probably enjoyed Diablo then.
Oh, he does, because he's like literally the reason I bought Diablo 3 all those years ago. And it's like, while I don't play it much because I'm not big on Diablo, he made sure that there was the money's worth was there.
I don't blame him, because I played a lot of Diablo 3 too, because back when it first came out, Blizzard did this thing where if you said, I will subscribe to WoW for 1 year, you locked yourself into like a 1 year sort of plan, you got Diablo 3 for free.
Okay.
So I basically played Diablo 3 for free because I was already playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I bought I don't know what it was called, whatever the Ultimate Edition was that got you the Necromancer. Like, I got the Ultimate Edition of Diablo 3.
Probably just the Reaper of Souls.
That's what it was, Reaper of Souls.
Package.
Yeah, no, like I said, he played it a lot, so it's like, it was worth the buy. It's not my type of game, honestly.
It's not the same as other sort of adventure games.
Oh shit, I might actually die.
You have 467, or you have 400 health. Oh, never mind. Just drop it now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let it catch up. I'm at 79 right now.
Oh. I forget I'm on a delay.
Yep.
When I'm talking to you.
30-second delay.
I also have it turned down because hearing our voices in the background kind of confuses my brain.
Oh, that's not a hard thing to do, my dear.
Hey.
Hi.
My brain is perfectly functional when I'm not tired. Somebody's not out happy.
Oh, that's right, the legendary weapons from that you use to fight the bosses.
Legendary weapons?
Yeah, so there's items in this game that make bosses easier. The game just warned me about the ice axe, which is found in the castle areas, which I can go get. But the dragon's like the easiest of the bosses, so it's like, not getting it isn't like the end of the world.
I think the only boss I vaguely remember is the Wraith.
Oh, so you did play the Dark Legacy version.
I remember that I was fighting something like a graveyard that looked like a big old freaking ghost.
Yeah, that was from the more complete version, Dark Legacy. So yeah, you did play that one. Okay.
The order restored. Bring it to my feet.
Yeah, it was Dark Legacy we played, not Legends.
Okay, so I'm starting to realize that that Legacy seems to be the version people recognize the most then.
Maybe it got more popular when the Dark Legacy came out.
Maybe. This is the version I knew.
Oh, okay.
Like, I've always known this version more so, because this is just the version we had. But I guess Dark Legacy was more popular, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, because the popularity of video games increases as time goes on, so...
The Dreamcast version had all the stuff. Yeah, any version that wasn't Nintendo 64 had all that stuff. I was just texting me saying, get good. Alright.
Freaking little cheeky boy.
I'm getting sassed for no reason.
Getting stashed by somebody that's down the hallway.
Right. It's just like... I guess that just means he's watching the stream, which, you know, I'm fine with that if he wants to watch, but, like, rude.
Yeah. Hi, Albus.
He says get good, as I also survived on very low health just fine. Alright, so this is my second least favorite level in the entire game. The other one we're not going to get to tonight because it's in the snow world, which we are far away from.
Yeah, I do not remember the snow level in this game, so...
Now I'm wondering how far you actually played. Wait.
Not very far, I can tell you that much.
Well, no, if you saw the Wraith, that confuses me, because the Wraith is literally the last one you're likely to fight, because that's the last world in the game.
That's weird. Maybe we did. Maybe I just don't remember fully.
Himbo Brain is tired.
No, it's not Himbo Brain being tired, it's Himbo Brain can't remember way back then.
Fair enough.
Because I don't remember a lot of stuff from when I was little.
Yeah, you have enough memory to tell me the story of how you almost burnt down your trailer.
Because that was a semi-traumatic experience.
That's fair. I guess that's a good reason to remember it.
Big moments like that I remember. Stuff like playing Gauntlet Dark Legacy, not so much.
You guys just need to have more weirdly, like, picture-perfect memories like I do.
No, my family does that for me. Like telling other family members and friends what happened. Embarrassing stories.
One of these days, I'm gonna open up one of these things. It's gonna be death, and I'm not gonna have enough health to wait.
Yeah, that's the fun part about this thing. Because death is around every corner.
Because he always steals 100 HP. Although I'm glad that this version doesn't have red death.
Red death.
In Dark Legacy, there's a red death that will drain enough that will drain your experience enough to lower you down one level.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Oh, Mike just corrected me. So apparently Black Death in the Dark Legacy is the one that takes the experience, and then Red Death takes health. I guess since they took out the experience drain, they just switched to colors as well.
Those are both stay annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather lose health over experience, though, to be fair.
Yeah, health is always better than losing experience.
The Halo's at Uno reverse card. Well, the Halo's good and all, but the Halo also... the Halo is also something you rarely find, and then the rare times that you do find it, or you could beat the game and get a permanent one, but yeah. Okay, so I found the exit to the level, but we're far from done, because I know we're missing a bunch of stuff.
I didn't know these stages were so mapped out.
What do you mean?
Like, they have the exit to the level, but there's still hidden stuff all around the map.
Yeah. So every
I thought it was just like straight line from point A to point B.
Oh,
basically.
no. Because if you play it that way, there's actually a problem, because you actually can't beat the game without getting all the ring stones, which for some you have to go out of your way to get. You cannot buy Halos in the shop. They are not an item worth buying. Well, no, they actually aren't an item you can buy in general, I think, because you can't turn them off. Hi, Kyle. I remember distinctly that you can't get Halos because because the only way to get one is to beat the game or find one in the world that lasts 60 seconds. Why I remember that specifically, I couldn't tell you. Unless I'm misremembering Dark Legacy as well.
They only last 60 seconds. That's awful.
Well, usually when you get one, there is a death in the area. I am not
watching Fresh Prince in an angle cord.
It's one of my Final Fantasy friends. They're watching a YouTube poop that they've been talking about, and I haven't said anything about watching it yet. I am streaming. I might join you guys after, maybe. I don't know. I've seen that video, so it's not like it's gonna matter. Heck, I don't know if you've actually been around when he came into because he comes into chat every once in a while. But yeah, no, he's here sometimes.
No, I can't say I've ever seen them. But if they're one of your Final Fantasy friends, I can probably imagine their sort of humor.
Yes. What is the culture? Jesus. So, fun fact, this game is poorly coded.
I think I remember this freaking elephant.
The dragon just making... Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
it did.
the dragon did make it. Oh, you got the cheese strap.
Yeah, no, I always do this. I don't know why this exists, but you literally can just stand here. Because, like, usually I can get it just right, but since it's been a while, I kind of just let him hit me, and he knocks you into it if you're on the right side. It doesn't work on the left, but you just stand here, and he will never attack. This strategy does not work on... This strategy does not work with multiplayer or Dark Legacy.
That's weird. It only works in single player.
Well, because when you have 4 people... One sec. In multiplayer, you have so many people wandering around, he's gonna start attacking.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. It wasn't a dragon, it was an elephant in disguise. Didn't you hear it?
Poor dragon, my ass. He's dangerous. He was killing people. I'm already level 18, by the way. Another thing I miss from Dark Legacy is bosses dropping gold, because now beating bosses doesn't really grant anything. Like, in Dark Legacy, you get money for killing the bosses, which is always a nice little reward, but not in this game. Oh god, this level. I don't hate this level, but it's confusing, so we're gonna see if I remember how to do it.
Yeah, fun. I'll be enjoying watching you.
I just think my biggest issue is there's just a lot going on in this stage. If I remember correctly, yep, this
Already.
There's the runestone. I just need to get the switch to open it.
Yeah, you entered this level and it's already kicked off.
This is why items are important. Past me should take notes. So, a thing that I also remember about this game is, like, there's also multiplayer puzzles. Like, if you don't happen to find a way to activate, like, the path over here, there's a multiplayer version where you just press on a button and you have to get each other across. Which, I think that this game is really funny about that, because sometimes the puzzles have 2 solutions. The easy multiplayer way, or the harder single-player way. The single-player methods are actually are a lot more tedious.
Yeah, I can imagine if you don't have anybody with you, all the players of the puzzle designer are gonna be a lot more painful to do.
Death? You're a bitch. There we go.
Oh, hey, there's Death.
Yep. I think this stage is actually easier in Dark Legacy, but it's also because the camera angles in Dark Legacy are also way more forgiving.
Yeah, the camera angles some kind of not be that great. I've noticed.
Just a little. Like, I blame hardware, as always, with this one as well, because, like, this hardware doesn't do this game a lot of justice. By the way, yeah, so the game explained earlier you can throw potions. I only am now doing it. You can also make potion shields, but it's not worth it. Unless you're, like, a magic character, because the wizard... Magic's broken in this game if you're a character that can use them.
Yeah, it's like I've noticed, like the thing that would help you most is more AoE, but since you're the archer, this happens. One little attack you can do.
Well, that's the case with all the characters.
Wizards. Well, I thought the wizard had more like big, damagey flash attacks.
So sort of. He has a rock shower ability, which is like the second strongest, and it's better than what the archer has for their second super.
Oh, okay. That down is still hurting. You hitting the buttons.
Oh yeah. Did I miss the... Was there an obelisk in that stage that I just missed?
Don't think so.
I got the runestone. I don't remember the... Let's see. There was. What?
Oh.
Where? Well, I guess let's go back into it. Okay, so let's just double check. Courtyard, dungeon. Okay, yeah, so the dungeon. Let me look it up real fast.
You are now entering the Dungeon of Torment.
Because, like, I'm trying to remember if there's, like, an invisible wall I missed.
It's behind an invisible wall. I've always hated those.
This game's full of them.
Those are so annoying. You gotta, like, know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. Nope, not Dark Legacy. I'm like trying to find one that isn't for Dark Legacy because I know the obelisks are not in the same locations across the versions.
Yeah, I imagine that also makes it harder. But I'm pretty sure people are going to be more making things for Dark Legacy than Legends.
It doesn't help that this game also is not well documented. Oh wait, no, that's right. Obelisks got replaced with the crystals because in Dark Legacy to open the worlds, you had to use the crystals. So why is this thing trying to give me? Never mind. Actually, no. So, Mike, reading this wiki, even weirder. The obelisks still exist in the Dreamcast version. Because I pulled up a list and there's 9 in the Dreamcast version, and there's 2 of them are located in the Stand Village. Which, why is there not more? How does the Dreamcast version work? We're playing Dark Legacy. Not tonight, but I'm gonna set up the Xbox. I'm gonna see if I can get Dark Legacy to work. We're playing Dark Legacy. And I'm also gonna see if I can find a Dreamcast version of this game. Because I probably can't.
You'd be able to make it work, I'd imagine. Your capture card works on your Xbox, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to play it.
Well, it's more a concern of like if backwards compatibility is the thing.
It should be. Xbox is pretty good with backwards compatibility.
Right. I'm so lost. I don't remember a obelisk in this world. Also, I'm right there with you, Mike. Like, the obelisks are cool. I think the crystals are nice, but, like, gathering some of them are just a nightmare. Like, that's a big problem I have with it, is just trying to collect them all. But I think it's. But now I'm curious how do all the worlds unlock in the Dreamcast version? Because if there's only obelisks added to one specific place, or one, not one, what was I? Train of thought. If there's only an obelisk located in one specific new world, how did the rest open? No. Oh, I forgot. If you pick up one you already have, the game's just straight up like you already have this. Like, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, well, it's still.
It says it's in this. It says it's in this level. Like, I can't find an actual like guide with a picture, so that's fun. I guess let's get to the end and see. Thank God these aren't timed. Oh my god. I found it.
Hey, there you go.
Yep. Wait until the video catches up and you'll understand why I'm annoyed. So, Z, that's another thing about the Dark Legacy version that that doesn't exist in this version. The game actually has intros to everything you're fighting, and they actually kind of give you a better look at what they are. The N64, because of its limitations, doesn't have that either. Nintendo really is shot midway on the foot with this one. And I'm like, kind of convinced that Nintendo is the reason Midway went out of business.
Yeah, that obelisk was really camouflaged in the background.
Yeah, and you remember what's wrong. You know what's wrong with my eyes, right?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah, when you're colorblind, that's not good. That's bad.
Nope. Games back then did not have a lot of options. Snip at all.
Oh yeah, no, this game doesn't have any. I hope Mike was watching, because he just needs to know where that was, because that... Oh, Mike saw it. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, Mike would say it.
I'm not even gonna lie, some of these, like, it's hard to tell what I'm looking at half the time, because some of the floors, I can't tell the difference between the floor and the wall sometimes, so that's why sometimes I kind of just urge myself towards the wall on accident, because I can't tell what I'm looking at. Something important in a game should not be colored, should not be gray colored. Thank you, Z. Thank you. High above the once peaceful town of Twinian floats a magical airship suspended by hot air balloons. The townsfolk were mutated into vicious zombies by toxic green gas pumped out from the flying fortress. Plague grunts in protective masks guard their airship and the ancient ruined tower it's docked at. Fight your way through the poisoned fields and haunted cemetery, then climb the ruined guard tower into the sky, where the ancient airship is moored. From there, you can find the source of this monstrous green gas and free the town. I'm annoyed that we didn't get to read the castles one because the game freaked out. I'll have to look it up at some point and put it in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's a little annoying.
Now that we're level 22, I'm actually going to go test a theory, because me and Mike were talking about something before you got here, about how some of the early levels change depending on your levels. Who is texting me? That's a scam. Actually,
Get those stupid...
well, I can't...
Get those stupid texts from weird numbers saying, you have a UPS package, but it's at our delivery center. Hit this link to schedule a delivery. I'm like, yeah, bullshit.
Oh, no, I know who this is. It's one of my... I forgot she had my phone number. Yeah, the Castle Grunts are Wolfmen. Yeah, no, it was an old driver from when I worked at Papa John's. She's letting me know her granddaughter has Girl Scout cookies, but the way she approached it confused me.
You are now entering the Valley of Fire.
Because she said, my granddaughter's got the goods, and then she says cookies, and then sends me a link to the Girl Scout cookie website. Which, God bless this woman. See, see, this is what I mean. So this original spawner wasn't here. And I think there's a couple other changes that happened in this stage in particular. I think this toxic barrel's new. Like, if you're playing with other people, these changes are already present. But like, if you're playing alone and you happen to just go back to the old worlds, you have all these extra things to fight. Because now this is all that was also here. Mike actually had me second guessing myself too, because I was, oh shit. I wasn't sure if I was like misremembering or what, but I was like, I could have sworn I remember this happening. And it's a nice sort of way that like the game's just like, hey, you should go back to these old levels. As stupid as that is, though, because it's like the only reason I go back is if I need food. Like if my health is low and I don't have gold, I'm just gonna do that. Hopefully the stream didn't stop. OBS just told me it got disconnected. So these little dark brown chests have our brain. Ah, fuck! I hit a potion. They're randomized items. So at random, they can be a variety of things from the item pool. Okay, so as long as like the stream is not like fully down, I don't know what happened there. OBS itself like freaked out on me.
Probably just drop frames.
Well, the weird thing is that on the drop frame section, it doesn't even say that that's what happened. It literally just gave like the computer itself told me OBS disconnected and reconnected.
Yeah, just a little freak out.
I mean, I'm not gonna question it as long as it's fine. No, that's literally the only thing I wanted to show off in this world was the fact that if you come back, that stuff has now changed. Plus, I was able to get a little more health out of that, so even better. Now we're going back to the castle. I think the same can actually be said about the boss fights, because I think if you're a higher level, the dragon has a 5-way shot standing in front of it. Oh yeah, and if you for some reason reload the map, you always end up in the world you last were. So because I used the items, since I bought items, it put me back. What am I waiting on, Mike?
You are now entering the Tower Armory.
No, not in this version. As far as I'm aware, nothing pops up. Because even in this version, the stones didn't even disappear. I mean, I can go refight it to see, but I don't think that's the case. Mine's Mandela. Mike is Mandela affecting himself with this game so hard. Son of a bitch! Death, you're a pain! You're worse than all my exes.
Damn. Freaking, that's a burn for him.
And I ain't wrong.
You're not.
Dark Legacy did do that. Okay, I thought so. It's like, I remember a little bit about Dark Legacy to a point. That's the problem with this game having so many versions. It's like, now that I've learned that the Dreamcast version is different, I'm even confused. We might get our familiar in this stage. And I realized without context that sentence made no sense. In this game, every 25 levels you get a familiar, and then slowly they upgrade with follow-ups So like it's at 25, 50, 75, and 99 because the game caps at 99.
I didn't know this game had that high of a cap. Or
Yep.
levels at all.
Getting to level 99 is impressive and actually takes a lot of effort because you're not going to hit that naturally. Actually, I might because how I've been playing is like for some reason really giving me the experience.
Yeah, you've been farming.
Not even on purpose. This game just has like really, really rough enemy placement sometimes. And it'll be nice because the familiar acts as a second shot, so now it's like I'm gonna have a little more damage, so I can stop being trash. Because unfortunately, I'm pretty sure, like what I mentioned, each character having their own individual stat. I think they also have a negative stat that they have, and I'm pretty sure the archer's like bad stat is straight up just her strength. This golem guards a switch you need to clear your pathway. It gets weirder than that. Wait, then how did the... Hold on. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but I'm gonna fact check something real quick. But the obelisk guide on the wiki states that the obelisks are found in the mountain, town, castle, and desert. The forest wasn't in the Dreamcast version. God, what the I suddenly have a goal here. I'm gonna get every single version of this freaking game, and I'm going to just like make a video showcasing every difference that happens across every version of this game. Cause holy crap, man. Because this game has me second guessing everything.
I mean, it's been a long time since you probably played it still.
Oh, that's definitely playing a factor into it, but like, I didn't realize how different each version was. That's insane to me, actually.
That's fair too.
Like that's just
like they did a mini like rework for Dark Legacy.
Yeah, well, not like it's not even just Dark Legacy because Mike's pointing out that there's differences in the Dreamcast, the PlayStation version. I wonder if Dark Legacy's GameCube and Xbox versions have differences too. Wait, but that's even weirder because isn't the PlayStation 2's version also called Dark Legacy? Because that confuses matters further.
That's weird. It's like they released one version, then they did like patch updates and released the next version. Did the same thing and did the next version.
I'm starting to think.
And then made Dark Legacy.
I'm starting to understand why Midway went out of business. I don't mean that in any serious way. That is a joke, but God, these people have made some choices. Retrace your steps if this gate is shut. I'll switch nearby, lead you to a shortcut. Okay, so we're still not done here because if you progress, the gate actually closes if you go too far. We're not done here because we're missing a very important item. Because there is another runestone in this mission. Oh, okay. So now you guys can see it once it catches up. You can see a 2-star. I now have my first part of my first familiar. I have a butterfly now. Yeah, no, Mike, I'm right there with you. Because there's a stage later in the ice world that it's so aggravating because like the game tells you once it's too late that that's the thing that happens, so you get screwed out so hard. And oh my god, the amounts of like frustration and mildly upset children that has caused when me and my siblings got there.
Yeah, you do have a butterfly. It's a little pretty butterfly.
Yep, it'll upgrade again later, but yep, it now has it now grants me an extra damage, which is nice because God, like Mike pointed out, Mike pointed this out earlier. The archer is just weak. Like, she's still my favorite character, but I realize now I always use her when I'm playing with other people, so of course she's going to be useful there. It did a blip again. Nearly half recovered, 7%. I don't know what caused that blip because I didn't get the notification that time. So I hope it's nothing serious. Oh, this is actually one of the fun worlds.
You are now entering the castle treasury.
I like the stage. I'm also starting to realize that if I really wanted to, one day I could do a longer stream and speedrun this game. Because once I finish this, we're halfway done with the game. You alive there, Scar?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, making sure. Actually, I say speedrun. I could literally just show off other characters if I wanted to.
You could.
Like I could play through.
What?
I could play through this game a lot of times. There's the
warrior,
wizard, warrior, archer, Valkyrie, and then all of their monster forms.
Oh yeah, the Valkyries.
Yeah, and then Dark Legacy had the dwarf, the knights, the sorceress, and the jester. Like, this game is not long, especially like if you have any former like experience with these types of games. This game is not hard at all.
Yeah.
When you're
fun to play it again sometime.
Like I told Mike Shadow, it's like once everybody's all moved together and stuff, we can like I would gladly have us do like Dark Legacy as a group on stream, or just for fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
The true test to see if we could possibly live together without wanting to kill one another. A matter of whose greed breaks up everybody. Whose greed makes everybody mad first. God, there's so many of these monster guys. To raise the throne, you must find a secret spot near the golem. Well, that tip is useless.
Yeah, freaking greed, and then you read that this person shot the food.
So, thankfully, not a thing in this game.
I remember one Gauntlet game.
I wonder if that's a thing in Dark Legacy. I don't remember off the top of my head. I know that's a thing in the Game Boy version, which was old school Gauntlet.
It had to have been in
Yeah,
Dark Legacy at least, because I distinctly remember hearing that line. This person shot the food.
I know it's not a thing in this version. Honestly, all things considered for how confused we are, I will admit, I think the 64 version is probably the most most generous with like some of the user-friendly versions. The GBA version was ass. Yeah, the Game Boy version of regular Gauntlet was awful. Like, even for being Gauntlet, because Gauntlet's not that bad. Oh my god, there's so much happening. I keep getting stun locked. Oh great, I'm gonna die because I'm fucking stuck. Oh my god. Really? That was actually some bullshit.
Yeah, that was some major bullshit. Just freaking death.
The funny thing is, this is a new, like, restored cartridge, so it's not like a matter of the game being old and being buggy. No, this is a restored cartridge, so that shouldn't have happened. I'll just buy the super hammer and hope for the best, honestly. Because items helped a lot. I'm honestly kind of curious. Like, I might have also just, like, screwed myself accidentally by having, like, say, the difficulty increase without realizing it. Because I might have hit the difficulty up without realizing it.
Did they do that to you? Just randomly? Here you go. Higher difficulty.
No, like, I'm saying, when I was messing with the options, I might have just pressed it without realizing. Like, I very well could have just hit the harder difficulty. The hammer is my favorite weapon, because for all the weapons I don't know what they do, the hammer is, like, the most obvious.
Hammers are always nice, no matter what game they're in. God, yeah, you were just getting swarmed just immediately. Where did all these people come from? Jesus Christ.
I've never had this trouble with this level before. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
You are now entering
That's
the
crazy.
castle treasury.
Like, the swarming's not an issue. It's like Mike's saying, the hit's done. And on top of that, the other issue I'm running into is, like, even when I'm using my supers, which you're supposed to be immune for, it's not doing anything. Like, I'm still taking damage while using my supers, which is not supposed to be what's happening.
Yeah, hits done like that is just awful.
Especially in a game like this where the premise is literally beat 'em ups and all that shit. Like, that's annoying. Huh, I actually didn't know that the world hazards can hurt the golems. That's interesting. That also makes sense, Mike. That noise is so grating. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is. That's what's trying to get you. What is going on? Is there an orangutan dying or something?
So the stupid like enemies with the bombs on their back, they will they do that stupid screaming every time that, like, when they're running. Like, once they're in motion, they keep at it, and it doesn't stop until you kill them. But I don't understand why the game is designed to where they do that even when they're not on screen.
Yeah, that's annoying. That's really annoying.
Yeah, that's the part that's just grating on me. It's just like, that's not fun. What switch did I miss? I'm gonna.
It's the red one.
That doesn't help. I need to see where I'm missing it, because there's a. I want that item. Okay, so now he'll shut up.
Down the ice axe of Unpa.
So basically, how they expect you to go through this game is to go through all the worlds and gather the mystical items before fighting the bosses. So when you fight the boss, you just are ready and have their weaknesses. I already fought the dragon because he's not a hard boss. But I'm going to go show what his weapon does.
How nice. You just beat the dragon without even
You don't need him.
using it.
Yeah, I think I would argue the only one that actually needs their super item to make it any semblance of easy is the Chimera, because honestly, even like some of them are just outright useless because you have the Plague Fiend, which isn't. The Plague Fiend is pretty much a joke of a boss no matter how you look at it, and it's supposed to blind it, but honestly, its attacks don't even matter that much. And then the Yetis does just extra damage, which also doesn't matter. Right, and 50. Oh, the Plague Fiend was your hardest one? I fight him super easy, honestly, but that's also just me. The fight we're about to do is the one that I hate. Why did I start out here? Whatever. So this one's fun, because in the Dark Legacy, you actually don't start the fight immediately. Once you enter, it puts you in a little pre-fight area, which is down these stairs behind me. For some reason, though, like, you don't do that here.
Huh. It's interesting.
Like with the dragon, if you use the scimitar, this Chimera has a blind spot as well.
Oh, that's a chimera. Yeah, it has like a bird beak and a snake head.
It also had a lion originally, but I cut it off. So now you can see why this is my least favorite fight. The hitboxes in this fight are fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's fucking real stupid.
So we're gonna actually come back to it because I also prefer for it to be stronger, honestly. I prefer to be stronger for that one, because that fight in general is just stupid. So I'm gonna show you what happens with the dragon.
You are now entering the dragon's lair.
Yeah, all it did was freeze it.
That's kind of lame. I thought it would do more.
Right.
Like, take half health bar away.
Well, and that's what I was saying about these items. They all do something different. All 9 of them actually, because Scorn has his own as well. Because the dragon just freezes it. The Chimera cuts off one of its heads. The Plague Fiend gets blinded. The Yeti takes half damage. I don't remember what the Spider Queens does. The Genie gets blinded, which I think is funny because that's also just a repeat. The Wraith, half of his attacks don't work because it's a big shield for you. I still don't remember which boss I'm missing from Dark Legacy, so I can't tell you what that 8th one does. And then Scorns just makes him weaker. God, what is...
Yeah, that's a little annoying.
What boss am I missing from Dark Legacy? What boss am I missing? The Lich, that's right. I don't remember what the Lich's does either. Actually, I'm surprised I forgot him because the Lich is the first boss. The first boss that you can technically get to. Yeah, say it's the good book for the Lich, and I don't remember what it does. Alright. Next up is the town.
You are now entering the poisoned fields.
This level's a little confusing, but I don't think it's a bad one either.
This totem surges with power. A second obelisk is perched in another part of this ravaged realm.
Oh yeah, that's right. The GameCube. Wait, I think that's just a thing in Dark Legacy altogether. Because I don't remember the life bars existing on the Xbox either. Like, I think that's just a Dark Legacy thing, which, unless I'm just misremembering, which is also possible. That's been the theme of this night.
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
Yes, I'm not.
There being health bars or there being not health bars.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure it was Dark Legacy though, because I remember there being Valkyrie in it.
Well, the Valkyrie's in
Is
the
that what it's like?
Valkyrie's in every version, so that doesn't that doesn't help anything. Oh, yeah, can only hold 9 potions, not and 9 rings. So if you try to pick up more, it's not going to do you anything.
I guess that's a fair amount of these. Not like 3.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm actually kind of surprised at how generous the game is with keys. I remember we always struggled to have find keys, but I guess when you're playing with more people, you notice the amount more.
Yeah, splitting it all between however many people are playing.
When Albus was younger, he used to hate like leaving items behind. So whenever we couldn't pick up keys, he would intentionally go out of his way to make sure we come back to get it if he used up a key and could pick it up again.
Oh god.
That boy's brain works in mysterious ways, and it is both the most charming and most infuriating thing all at once. I remember one time we backtracked a good 5 minutes from in a level just because he refused to let us exit the level until he got the key, which I remember vividly how annoying that was.
Yeah. I'm gonna backtrack every few minutes to get back to the stuff you need to pick up.
Because I remember distinctly because it was in the Ice World, and the Ice World levels can take a while. So a level that should have only taken us maybe 15 minutes took us another like 20, 25 because he wanted to backtrack. I love that boy, but oh my god, he is like he is a menace. That's not where I want to go. How do I get there? The ice domain is pretty long. Yeah, like across all versions of this game, I'm pretty sure the ice domain is like just the most annoying one.
Yeah, what makes it annoying?
It's just the length. Like the levels are twice as long as the average level compared to all other 9 domains. It's just weird. Like it's unnecessarily difficult for no reason, solely on length. And having one of the
I don't like it.
Having one of the most unappealing bosses at that doesn't help either. Because the Yeti is just not an interesting or fun fight. It's just it's like a fight with it's one of the golems pretty much, but with like extra steps.
Yeah, it reminds me of freaking Eden 6 from Borderlands 3.
That's fair.
Like you're on Pandora, and that's pays pretty well. Then you go to the next planet, and that pays pretty well. Then you get to Eden 6, and it's like you're there for fucking ever.
Yep.
And it just drags on and on and on. And it's like, you wind up going, are we done yet? Can we move on eventually?
Sounds about right. And Mike says the one that he hates most is the Sky Dominion. I like the Sky one. I honestly do think that the one I hate the most is the Ice one. I think my favorite has to be the one that's not even in this game, which is unfortunate. Because I think I'd have to say my favorite is the what is it? What's it called? The circus, the Nightmare Circus. The Dream Realm. Yeah, the Dream Realm is, I think, what it actually is called. The Wraith gave me nightmares as a child. Also, yeah, just being able to show off the Halo is pretty cool because you get a permanent version of the Halo for beating the game, which is pretty cool. So death never becomes a problem. But it's like at that point, if you've already beaten the game, you have no reason to go back through with the character unless you're just trying to grind out 100% for like levels and everything.
Yeah, at least you have that. You can at least go back and just grind out and max up all your characters.
Right. And maxing out the characters is fun but tedious because I've done that before. And it's like, because I had a goal in mind for the Dark Legacy game, is I wanted to just max out everyone.
I mean, that would be fun to do. I wouldn't mind doing that in a game like this.
You know, it's not bad. Pretty much, Mike, that, like, the Dream World, everything is different every single time, so it's just, like, there's no consistency. I think that's why I like it, because I just think it's cool that you're going into all these new areas every single time. Where the fuck did you come from? Levels are long to leave a lasting impact. Yeah, that's also another thing, which is really just the antithesis of the Snow World, because like the Snow World's levels are long, but the impact it leaves is so negative because it's just like those levels aren't fun. Oh, that note reminded me that we're about to see something really morbid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, it's very subtle, but like what they could get away with this was really funny to me, because it's like, this was when Nintendo was super anal about family-friendly shit. Let me see if I can find it, because it's also easy to miss. So the note I grabbed said that it's supposed to that the secret is hidden where death lies. So there's a gallows here, and death is standing right here, waiting to be activated. Can't get more on the nose than that.
Yeah, not really.
Like like the gallows alone is like impressive to get away with, because like it wouldn't be until like Mario Sunshine where you saw something like that from Nintendo. Not Mario Sunshine, Mario Thousand Year Door. But like to have death standing there right next to it is fucking dark. I'm not gonna bother Death, he can stay there all he wants.
Yeah. Don't annoy death. It's like, don't wait freaking Daddy, that old game.
Sometimes you make it easy to call you old.
It should have.
I mean, yeah, Mike,
Not that old.
the Batman writers we're on something with that because you can make it creepier without showing anything.
Archer has gained a level.
So I got the obelisk for this level. I don't think there's a runestone here, so I think we're doing pretty good. Pretty much, Mike. Like, yeah, like there are things more disturbing. There are more things disturbing than death, and there are some people out there who will use that to their advantage, especially when told, like, hey, you can't do this, this, or this. I mean, I'll even go one step further with that, see what he did to, I want to say it was Dick Grayson? Was Dick Grayson the one in the cartoon? Okay, so that's the actual exit portal, so that's not where we need to go. Scar, in the Batman cartoon, if you by chance just happen to know, was it Dick Grayson that was Robin, or was it a different Robin?
There's multiple Robins. It depends on
From the cartoon.
like, when it is and what cartoon. Because the cartoons tend to sort of blend together, where like one cartoon starts here, it goes from like this point A to point B, and then another one will come along that does the same thing but does it different. So it depends on the continuity.
I don't remember which cartoon. Y'all are asking the wrong person. I don't, like, here's the thing, I just know, like, slight context for these things. Like, I know that there's a scene of Robin smiling like crazy and Joker being evil. I couldn't tell you, like, I don't know superheroes. Like, Alvis tried to get me into superheroes, and, like, the most I could tell you about is Spider-Man, and that's just because that boy would not shut up about Spider-Man. Still doesn't.
Yeah, like Zero said, Dick Grayson became Nightwing, and then Jason Todd was the next Robin after that. So Jason was turned into Joker Jr., and then he killed Joker.
Okay.
There's 5 Robins, but only 4 of them are considered canon.
Well, the thing about Jason is the answer I wanted, because I was trying to figure out which one was from the cartoon that got turned into a mini Joker.
From Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker.
There we go. See, proving the points. I don't know cartoons. Well, actually, no, I know cartoons. I don't know that cartoon.
I was watching them. I didn't have enough mental capacity to follow it. I was just like, oh, it's a Batman cartoon. Okay.
Mike thinks it's Grayson because Jason Todd becomes Red Hood. I'm gonna let y'all figure that one out because I don't know this stuff. Oh, I forgot to show you guys because I got the two secret characters. So now we have Minotaur, the Falconess, and Tigress.
Huh. Yo, Tigers looks like furry bait.
I mean, they all are to some degree, to be fair.
You are now entering the haunted cemetery.
I wish I understood superheroes as much as you guys do.
I barely know him.
I literally got a crash course while taking Albus to go see No Way Home, and then going to see the animated one with Miles Morales. Like I was given Superman crash course, and that's the best I'll ever get.
Superman?
Spider-Man.
There you go. I'm like, wait, what? You were talking about Spider-Man a minute ago.
Did I say Superman? Whoops.
You did. You said you got a Superman crash course. I'm like, wait a second.
Oh no. I think that's actually really funny. I said that anyways. I think Albus hates Superman.
Yeah. Really close names though.
I think this level's pretty neat as well. The town is like when the game starts like really pushing for like all the secrets and such. I mean, when it comes to Superman, it's not a matter of because he's boring for Albus. Albus really just does not like the character. Like, Albus genuinely just does not like the story of Superman at all.
Yeah, like I think his story is like the most boring.
Because it's like, especially it's also a matter of like how all of these writers and stuff can't ever be consistent, because it's just like they have all these cool ideas for Superman that nobody follows through with. Because I remember him complaining about that a lot. It's like they go out of their way to stop, like they have all these cool ideas that they start doing, but then she's like, oh, but he can't do this, or he can't be evil, or can't kill people. And it's just like, motherfucker, if you look at Superman not Superman, I'm doing it again. Spider-Man killed people. He doesn't do it a lot, but when he does, it means something, and it's a cool little concept.
Yeah, that's true.
See, you're asking a tough question that I have to go see if he's even awake to ask. Because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna shout from across the room.
When Superman kills someone, he has to turn evil.
You know, and I don't see a problem with that. Make heroes go evil. DC.
That's why I like the Punisher. Punisher was a good anti-hero just because he didn't give a fuck. Bad people, he just fucking shot. None of this, oh, I'm gonna not kill people because that's a bad thing. Punisher just said, screw it, I'm gonna kill everybody.
I mean, that's kind of how you gotta do it. Sometimes that's the best way to approach it. Like, that is a weird thing with, like, DC in general, because, like, even Batman has no reason to spare people. It's like, even his origin story and everything doesn't make sense to me, and I think it's stupid that they restrict him to that.
More interesting versions of Superman is called Omni-Man and Homelander. You're not wrong.
I don't like either of those. But I guess that also helps that I just don't like the Superman archetype at all. I think Homelander and Omni-Man are fucking horribly written characters, but I also don't like what they're from. But that's an argument for a whole nother time. I think
Homelander I freaking despise. Omni-Man, actually has a bit of character growth, then he gets good.
Like the boys, I just think the boys is a disgusting, gross writing mess, but that's its own thing. I don't know. Invincible was. I think Invincible has some cool like ideas. Cause like Mike showed me some stuff from Invincible, and I was like, okay, this is pretty neat. But nothing to like, nothing sticks with me. It's like, it feels like it's one of those things where I can look at it and say like, okay, we've done this before. Because unfortunately, like Invincible isn't breaking new ground at all. And honestly,
It isn't. I just still like it because it's a gritty superhero cartoon style show that's not just, oh, we're not gonna kill the bad guys. No, it has blood and gore. And it has fucked up moments.
well, and that's part of my problem. Is I don't like things that do stuff like that for shock factor only. Like if your entire if your entire concept is solely relying on shock factor, like the scene like when they introduce Battle Beast, like when your entire thing is literally just to shock the audience with what happens to your characters, that's not fun. Like I think that's just boring and honestly lazy writing to excuse like it's basically finding an excuse to do something freaky without having to like have a good reason for it. I've told people this before though. Ever since I've like become like a lot more serious with my own writing and stuff, I've started becoming super like particular and picky about shit like that.
Yeah, I saw Battle Beast as more. Invincible is trying to be his dad, but trying to like stop all the bad guys. But then Battle Beast comes along and goes, "No, you're not your dad yet. You're still barely just scratching the surface of what you can actually do." Because that was like his big freaking like smack in the head wake up call. Like, you need to not get so cocky. Because when he got into that room, he strolled in that room. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna beat up all of you." Then Battle Beast shows up and stomps up at the ground. He's like, "You're gonna do what?"
Now, see, there's a problem with both things you just said. Because now you're telling me, written by the people who did Walking Dead, that doesn't mean anything, considering Walking Dead stopped being good after, like, the halfway through. And then saying, it's like... And then what was it? And then saying, Berserk also isn't just brutal to be brutal. Berserk actually means something. Invincible doesn't have the same, like symbolic meaning to it. Berserk stuff has meaning to it. The Invincible doesn't. Battle Beast is here just to prove a point. Like, that's not good. Like, I would not compare them to each other because Berserk has purpose for what they do. That's the entire point of, it's too late. What's the white-haired guy's name again? Griffith. Yeah, all of Griffith's stuff serves a purpose. It's not like a shock factor or anything. It's brutal and it serves a purpose. Battle Beast shows up because, like Scar said, to show Invincible that he's not his dad. Which, cool, but that's stupid. Is there a fence there? Oh, there was a fence there. Okay. In our first instance of gates closing if you go too far, because the game just had the gate close on me. Thankfully, I got the runestone already.
Defeated Scorn's loss of the Ice Dominion.
Okay, it's almost 2 a.m. I gotta get off. Get to bed. I'm getting really tired.
That's fair. I probably won't be going too much longer anyway, so you're not going to be missing too much.
It was fun watching you stream this, though. Freaking blast from the past.
Honestly, I'm glad people seem to enjoy this because I love this game. For how like it's clearly dated, but it's good.
It is. Well, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you, Scar.
Love you. Have fun with the stream.
Love you too. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
What do you mean retaining my level, Mike? Like, I don't know what you mean by retain my level because I'm lost. Oh, so I don't know if this is a thing in Dark Legacy, but I think the let me finish the level and I can kind of explain it better with visual. Crossing the exit requires crossing the bridge. Oh, wait, that's right. Yeah, so in Dark Legacy, I know that the characters restart, but there's actually there's a reason it works differently here, and I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I'm gonna save before I do this just in case. So in this game, for some reason, these are not counted as their own characters. So as you can see, I can't go back to Tigris. Not Tigris, the Archer. Once you pick a secret character, you can jump between these ones all you want and you retain your level. But when I was playing as the Archer, I could only pick her or one of these. These characters all retain the level you have because you can just jump between them. I don't know why this game does it differently. I'm going to try to beat the Chimera and then we'll call it good. Actually, before I fight the Chimera, we're actually going to go back to the first level again just to get a little bit of extra gear. And then we're going to try to beat that guy.
You are now entering the Valley of
Oh, it's at its max now. Cool. I guess in the 30s is when the level maxes out. Yeah, my health is definitely a big part of what I'm worried about with this fight. Where's my max health even at? Oh, 3,700. Damn. Alright, we're gonna give this one fair shot, and if I die, well, I'm just gonna call it because it is getting late. Wait. Why did I skip the cutscene for that too? Well, whatever. I guess the ice domain's open. Yeah, no, I don't like this fight. Whatever. I'll just if I come back to this, I'll do it then, or we'll probably just see the result of this fight in Dark Legacy. Because like I said, if I'm gonna play through this game in its entirety, it's gonna be Dark Legacy. I really need to make a stream ending soon. A stream ending screen. This game's fun. I like this game. Probably one of my favorites. Like, my favorite non-story based games. I don't have words for that fight. I mean, if you want to go ahead, if you want to draw me a ending screen, by all means, because I realized like I had only I have because I asked Blaze because I paid Blaze to do this in an intermission one. She's like finishing up the intermission one now. I don't I didn't put a ending screen on there, but so if somebody wants to, by all means. I got nothing. I'm actually surprised that we got 13 views. I got nothing to say. I'm gonna jump off here, call it good. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I know that for a fact this time. I got my stuff in order. We'll probably be streaming Monday night, depending on what happens at home. We'll just have to see. Until then, I will see everybody later. Have a good one.